Good afternoon and welcome to News Diary at 1. My name is Protas Nyansera. Here are the highlights lined up for you. COVID-19 vaccine scare. University students share their views. Students surviving in the pandemic. And in business news, we see how business owners are coping with the pandemic. Feature how cow legs are a hot sale. And in sports, the Formula 1 season is back. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Protas Nyansera. The arrival of COVID-19 AstraZeneca vaccine in Kenya has been received by mixed reaction, among them citizens of various age groups. As Evans Odhiambo reports, students of Mount Kenya University have expressed their causes of fear as far as the vaccine is concerned.
The arrival of COVID-19 vaccine in Kenya has induced diverse opinions among the citizens. As others show their willingness to embrace the vaccine, others are vehemently opposed to its administration.
It's a good thing to vaccinate Kenyans, but to me, I want to be vaccinated because first, maybe if they should start with the civil servants first, then they can come to us as students and also common wananchi.
You know, this vaccine is foreign made, and when it's foreign made, we don't know what the repercussions may be after you vaccinated. We don't know the hidden meaning behind this vaccine. So according to me, I'm not going to take it, and it's a no to me.
Yeah, I'm ready since I have a pre-existing infection, a disease that is diabetes. Once vaccinated, I'll be somewhere better off. And I will live not in fear that I never get infected anytime because of that. My immunity is weak.
However, ignorance about the vaccine is also a major cause of fear.
Okay, personally about the coronavirus vaccine, I cannot accept to be vaccinated. I'm so much ignorant about the vaccine, like I don't know how it works, I don't know what it's going to do. So unless I'm taught, unless I'm made aware, that is when I can accept the vaccine. That now, I can't accept because I'm totally ignorant about the vaccine.
To other news, the COVID-19 pandemic has brought about drastic changes in the livelihood of university students, with most of them now having their parents and guardians rendered jobless. They have found themselves struggling to survive. The majority can hardly, and some even not, afford a single meal at all. The reports from our reporter says that the students are now in the street hawking, at least to earn a living. Let us hear from our reporter Phineas.
What a year. This has been a story that has been told by many. But this year the matter has went beyond the brims. Since COVID-19 pandemic struck Kenya in 2020 March, there has been a tremendous change in the livelihood of university students. The resumption of face-to-face learning this year has brought about many issues among the students. Early morning today, I had a chance to talk to Daniel Buvi, a student from Mount Kenya University who has been hawking in Thika town every day, at least to earn a meal. The question is, how does he manage the coursework and the hustle? Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. You good?
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Yes. Please tell me your names and what you do in Mount Kenya University.
So, my name is Daniel Mbuvi, a diploma student in Mount Kenya University, pursuing journalism and mass communication. Yeah.
How has COVID-19 affected your stay in the institution and around Thika?
COVID-19 has truly affected my life in many ways, but now measuring on the academic life and the livelihood around, COVID-19 has truly affected me. I remember those other days I never used to do such things like business, but in the coming of COVID-19, you find that the economy, there is a way the economy was affected, such that the parents lost their jobs and some other inconveniences there. So you find that the parent cannot afford to pay for the rent, to pay for your meals, everything, and even the school fee. So you find that I have found myself involving myself in business activities and at the same time doing the academics.
Okay. How do you manage the hustle and the studies and How do you make sure that either side is not affected?
Well, bearing in mind that the academic side is the major thing and the basic thing that brought me to Thika, I make sure that the academic side is always running well. The business, I may shut the business for the time that I have classes, or I just hire someone to be left running my business when I'm not around. Sometimes it is a challenge because you find that at that time that I'm having a class, all my friends are having classes. You can't leave your business with a person you don't trust and a person you don't know very well. So I find it a challenge most of the times to run the business and to coordinate the classes, but all the same, I always run for the classes, and God is good. I've been finding people who I live around and they take care of my business well. Again, another challenge is that sometimes I have a class at 7 and I have to prepare the business, and so that I leave the business running with a friend or with someone I've hired.
Since the onset of COVID-19 pandemic in Kenya, several sectors have been affected. Protas Nyansera talked to several business owners in Thika and filed the following report. It goes beyond doubt that business industries have been affected since the advent of COVID-19 pandemic in Kenya.
COVID-19 vilitokea hivi mazima pato imekuwa chini, uchumi mazima imekuwa chini, pia ukiangalia kasa hivi vile unaona vile stock iko, vile watu walikuwa wananunua nguo zamani, sio kama saa hizi. Napata saa hizi mtu mwenye ananunua nguo ni mmoja wawili jia vile hali iko ya maisha naona. So sisi kama wanabiashara tunaathirika pakubwa sana.
There's now a reduction of customers in the market, just like another citizen who has been hurt economically by the pandemic, resulting to losses among traders.
Jina langu naitwa Fantasy Getao Mashogo. Wakati mbeleni ya kukuwa na COVID, tulikuwa hapa tunapata customer, lakini vile COVID iliingia, customers zikawa zimepunguka, tena mashule zikafungwa, kukawa area hii hakuna biashara yoyote inaendelea, hata watu walikuwa walifungua tu juzi.
Ingie kwa siku na naweza maliza na dhao 5, dhao 4. Umeona? Hiyo ni dopoa. Kwa saa hii nalala na dhao 1 ama soo 8. Kwa saa hii niko na soo 5. Nilifungua hapa saa 1. Saa hii ni saa 8. Niko na only 500 shillings.
Kwa COVID ingie nilikuwa napata hapa kama 800 ama 1000 kwa siku. Lakini siku hizi hata kupata 100 kama 5 inakuwa ni ngumu.
Kutoka day 1 msukosuko ilianzia hapo. Kitu ya kwanza watu wakahepa, ikabidi wote wamekaa ndani. Sisi hatuwezi enda soko, hauwezi buy vitu kwa sababu unaambia vitu vinatoka majuu, vinatoka ng'ambo, usichuku. So job ikakatizwa nayo. Na pia customer wakapotea. Sasa mimi kivyangu imeniuma sana, iliniacha na gap kubwa sana. Sababu tambo nilikuwa na biashara poa, ilikuwa ina run poa. Kutoka hapo nilipoingia nikaanza kupata na misukosuko kibao, job ikaisha.
The music and sport industry and the business sector are not exceptional.
Machangamoto ndizo mingi sana. Moto kama mimi msanii, nahitajika kwenda kurekodi ngoma. Audio moja ni unachajua 5k, video ni 20k. Sasa kama mimi ni upcoming, hiyo pesa siwezi fika. So napata saa mimi nimeaffectiwa pakubwa. Sasa mimi ningekuwa na uwezo, sasa ningekuwa nimetoa ngoma almost 7 hivyo kwenda mbele, unaona. Sasa hii shida yenye iko kubwa kama kwangu massive kid ni pesa. So mimi sina pesa ya kwenda kurekodi ngoma na kutoa video. Sasa niko na ngoma, hata jana rangi alikuwa ameniita nini na bado napata siwezi fika bia. Sijui nini hiyo kurekodi unaona. So hiyo ndio changamoto ile kubwa.
According to one of sportsman, he says their team was sold which he used to play for. Having no option, he had to set up a small business of selling shoes, at least to get something to put food on the table.
Kabili turudi grao, mimi mchezaji. Kurudi grao pia zikafungwa. Hakuna allowance, mwezi train. Umeona? Ikabidi tubaki hivyo. Sasa kwa akili yangu na shule venye nilisoma, hard work inali sikuchoka. Kwa tuna save akiba kidogo nikapata bale.
The situation for him became unsatisfactory as coronavirus blew up.
Kangangana lakini bado imenifinyilia. Imetufinyilia sana. Na kwa saa hii iko bado tunangangana. Ni matumaini tu ya God, tunaomba God sana. Mungu ndio kila kitu.
Border riders also lamented that life has become difficult for them since the onset of the pandemic in the country.
Maoni yangu ningeonelea hii curfew iondolewe kwa sababu kuna watu wengi ama hao wafanyabiashara wa chini wanaumia wengi. Wengi walikuwa at least hii masaa ya jioni saa 1, saa 2, saa 3. Hiyo ndio masaa watu walikuwa wanatafuta tupesa. Na kuna wengine kama sisi watu wa pikipiki usiku 24/7 tulikuwa tunafanyanga. Kuna wale walikuwa wanafanya usiku na kuna wale walikuwa wanafanya mchana. Sasa unakuta inakuwa ugumu sana. Kama hujapata shilingi mchana inakuwa iwe ni hivyo. Lakini usiku at least inakuanga mzuri. Kafi ikiondolewa unaweza kudouble. Kama hujaweza target yako haijafika mchana, jioni unaongezelea.
Ironically, some are hailing the curfew as one of the measures to curb the pandemic.
Najua kusema ukweli mimi naonanga hivyo. Kwa nini? Hiyo masaa ya curfew huwezi niambia utapigiwa na customer simu. Customer akwambie nimetoka Nairobi nimechelewa. Nimefika Thika saa 4 na quarter. Masaa ya curfew unaona? Na ukose kuendea na customer wako wa daily. Utaona next time atakupigia wakati unamuendea unapata wengine watatu wako unaona? So wakati utawalipisha 100 mahali pa 50 unashikwa na ile roho ya ukirudi unabeba tena.
The only advantage here is to hike the transportation cost during the curfew hours, which makes them reap more.
Mimi kitu ya kwanza ningesema hii curfew inatusaidia. Sababu unakuta masaa za mchana hakuna kazi. Lakini ukikuja usiku utapata wewe unabeba sababu ya rush hours. Unakuta kuna pesa mingi sababu mchana unaona kuna ile kazi ziko chini. So unakuta mchana watu hawako busy. So mchana ni kulala. Lakini ikifika usiku masaa ya curfew, hiyo ndo masaa yetu ya kufanya kazi. Kwa hivyo mimi kivyangu peke yangu naweza sema hii curfew nikaulizwa iendelee tu kukaa. Hiyo ndo curfew kivyangu basi iendelee. Hata nataka kwenda kulala nakaa usiku. Watu wa curfew sasa kama kutoka Thika paka MKU ni 50 bob. Lakini kutoka Thika paka MKU wakati wa curfew unalipisha mtu 150. Sababu unajua apende asipende atalipa.
But there is now light at the end of the tunnel as the vaccine against coronavirus have just started streaming in.
Chanjo hiyo iliingia jana. Mimi nilifurahia kwa sababu watu wakishachajiwa sasa COVID-19 itaendelea kushuka.
Nashukuru serikali sana kwa kuchangia sana kuleta hiyo huku Kenya, maana kila hiyo dawa ikiwa kila kitu itakuwa swadakta. Atakam life itakuwa normal tena.
Okay. Hapo angedu hivi. Kama hiyo chanjo imekuja ikiwa yote complete, wenye wezi bagua. Saa hii kutakuwa na ubaguzi juu hiyo dawa. Mimi nitaenda na kuna mtu atakaa na Range Rover. Mimi nimekaa mguu, kuna mtu amekuja na Range Rover. Mimi nitaingia mbele ya mtu wa Range Rover. Siwezi. Ule anaweza bonga poa. Mimi nitakaa nyuma. So na bado nitapatwa nyuma na hiyo chanjo. So bado iko na issue. Kani kukaa mifike yote mara moja. Ifike mara moja na tunaomba gava sana. Time ya corruption tumewacha. BBI imefika hii corona imetoa hiyo corruption. Sasa ni kusaidiana. Unaona? Hiyo corruption iishe. Hiyo dawa imekaa wajue wenye taanza huku down isianze juu. Kwa sababu step unaanza na moja, kienda juu, uanzagi juu kienda down. So anza huku chini, juu kuna mtu hezi toka hapa fike hosi, achukue cha. Kuna mzazi kuna watu kama 6. Hata wao 6 sio wanataka chanjo. Kabla afike kwa line, ile. So gava wafight sana wenye watakuwa equal na hiyo chanjo.
It is now a matter of waiting the fate of COVID-19 after the availability of vaccine against it. Protaz Nyansera from Thika Town, Kiambu County. We are going for a short commercial break. Coming up after the break, we feature how cow legs are an extra source of income to traders. Thank you for staying with us. Now, cattle farming is one of the major sources of income in Kenya. In Dagoretti South, cows are not only milked, slaughtered and sold, but also the cow legs also offer an additional business opportunity, as Nyamuria Mbiriri reports.
Cattle is a big source of income in Kenya. They are the sources of milk, beef and leather. Many people tend to think once a cow is slaughtered and taken to the butchery, that's it. But it's not the case. Cow legs, commonly known as marondo, have put many into business, as opposed in earlier times where they were thrown away. Visiting Dagoretti South gave us the opportunity to see the effectiveness of this business. We were lucky to meet one Edith Wanjiku, who was ready to share the experience of such a job.
I make soup from cow legs. I make it in the Dagoretti market.
She roasts the cow legs to remove the fur, washes them, then boils them to make the soup and give the legs time to cook. When the soup is ready, a cup goes for 10 Kenya shillings, while the cow leg goes for approximately 120 Kenya shillings to 140 Kenya shillings.
Been here for 9 months because I started in May. I've done this job in some other places, but when curfew was introduced, I moved because of bus fare.
Besides her profiting from the business, her customers also benefit a lot from eating cow legs and drinking the soup. This is because cow legs boosts immunity and fights inflammation due to the fact that they contain essential amino acids. Cow legs also strengthen bones and teeth due to adequate calcium, protein, potassium, vitamin D, vitamin K, and magnesium. They promote gut health that aids in weight loss. They contain some other bonus effects like stronger and healthier nails, anti-aging, arthritis and joint pain relief, can improve sleep, helps regulate bleeding from nosebleeds and heavy menstruation, and can also help normalize stomach acids.
This job is okay. It has money. Cow legs are used. Soup made from cow legs is used to heal arthritis or the joint disease. So it brings back strength and helps with the joint problem.
To accompany the cow legs and the soup, Edith prepares ugali because her customers tend to ask for it and it is more common in that area. On top of that, she prepares greens and cabbage to give them a balanced diet.
I think so many problems presented themselves and people realize they are throwing away important products. They are throwing away meat that can be called white meat, meat that can be used to heal diseases. That's when cow legs started being sold. In fact, they were being thrown away. No job with no challenges. Like my job, when it's sunny, you'll prepare your soup and or get few customers. Because the fact that it's sunny, people say it's hot. For the cow legs, when you get them, if your customers don't have money, so even if you want to give them credit, you can't because of business. On top of that, these are short life products. You can't store them for long. You can't buy many, especially when business is not good. There are no challenges to working simply because I'm a woman, especially this kind. I have seen it's a good job, so there's no problem doing this job as a woman. Depending on your own job is better than borrowing. Compared to doing other tiring jobs, my job is not as tiring. If I won't sell today, I will sell the next day in plenty and get more customers as well. Managing yourself in everything is good, and giving yourself hope that when you start and see to it you've sold something, at least tomorrow will come and it comes much better.
Make the best. Now make the best.
In sport news, the Formula 1 2020 season is starting this coming weekend with the Bahrain Grand Prix. This previous weekend saw some action on the racetrack in Bahrain as teams went into testing of their new season cars. Max Verstappen from Red Bull Racing was the fastest overall, with the Dutchman recording a lap time of 1 minute and 28 seconds. The defending champion Lewis Hamilton had a shaky start, skidding off the track in the second day of testing this season. We see a Schumacher back in the series with Mick Schumacher, son of a seventh-time Formula 1 legend Michael Schumacher, debuting in Formula 1 and driving in the Haas team, teamed up with Nikita Mazepin. Schumacher is the 2020 Formula 2 champion.
Cristiano Ronaldo has once again silenced his doubters by scoring a sensational perfect hat-trick inside 32 minutes as they ran away 3-1 winners against Cagliari.
Ronaldo! And there is the breakthrough. 9.5 minutes.
Undoubtedly the greatest player of his generation, Ronaldo opened the scoring inside 9 minutes with a perfect trademark header. He then stepped up to the penalty spot and smashed home his second of the game after being fouled by goalkeeper Alessio Cragno. His third of the evening was a superb left foot finish into the top left corner of the net after some brilliant work from Federico Chiesa. Ronaldo has now scored 23 goals in the last 23 games and leads the goal-scoring charts, followed closely by Inter's Romelu Lukaku. He has now scored 32 goals in all competitions this season, a tally that has helped him break Pele's unofficial goal record of 767 goals, having scored 770 goals in what has been a brilliant, if not magnificent, career so far. Ronaldo has been recently criticized for Juventus' early exit from the Champions League to 10-man Porto, but has once again reminded his doubters of his abilities. The early exit led to rumors that he would leave Juventus come the end of the season, but the talks have been rubbished by Juventus chief Fabio Paratici, who said that Juventus are very happy to have him. Whether Ronaldo leaves or stays, it's still unknown, with claims that he could make a sensational return to the Santiago Bernabeu being currently mentioned. Atletico Madrid have spent most of the season on top of La Liga as clear leaders, but a drop in form has seen Real Madrid and Barcelona reduce the gap, with the latter having a game in hand. The title race is definitely on, with Real Madrid and Barcelona showing no signs of slowing down. Atletico Madrid have dropped 11 points from a possible 24, losing their unbeaten home run to Levante in the process, a run that stretched back to December 2019. Atletico Madrid are now only 6 points clear after a run of just 2 wins in 6 games, failing to beat a 10-man Getafe after enjoying a bulk of possession in the game. Real Madrid have caught up thanks to a run of 5 wins in 7 matches, with Barcelona a point behind with a game in hand after a fabulous run. Atletico Madrid are looking to win their first La Liga title since 2013-2014, with 11 matches left in the campaign. Atleti head coach Diego Simeone is wary of the task that faces them if they want to win their first La Liga title for 7 years, and has urged his side to be calmer. Robert Lewandowski is now second in all-time scorers in the Bundesliga, joint with the legendary Klaus Fischer. His 67th minute goal against Werder Bremen was his 268th Bundesliga goal, helping Bayern to extend their lead to 4 points above second-place RB Leipzig, who played a 1-1 draw with Eintracht Frankfurt. The goal was his 32nd in the league, one step closer to Gerd Muller's league record of 40 goals in a season, dating back to 1971-72 campaign. The 32-year-old Polish international is continuing his incredible scoring feat and is now the top scorer in Europe top 5 leagues. The Bavarians welcome Lazio for the Champions League last 16 second leg tie on Wednesday as Lewandowski looks to continue his incredible scoring feat.
Thank you for watching PTV Kenya at 1. Follow us on our social media platform, PTV Kenya on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay tuned for our bulletin at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. My name is Protaz Nyansera. Good afternoon.